YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Nail Goodfella Nail coming through with another talk video. I'm starting to kind of like this whole different this different scene I'm getting with the with like this natural window light, but then like the shade over here and shit. Yeah. But you know, it ain't gonna probably last too long though, you know, with the year passing by and it's gonna start getting dark all early quick or whatever. But anyway, this is just a talk video. I'm not showing anything, but today's talk video is on, and this actually, I literally just read it and it was just like such a good topic or whatever. Now it's about reselling, reselling sneakers. Now with this one, today's topic is, do you think Stockx and GOAT is ruining the reselling of sneakers? Now, we have now I will say that it's probably definitely a sneaker reseller recession right now, and one of the comments that I actually read, this wasn't on none of my videos, it was just on somebody else. These two younger guys that actually talk about reselling. But, you know, I'm not for the sake of the commenting or whatever, since it ain't my video or whatever, you know, I ain't gonna do shit all out there. So, the actual guy that wrote the comment, we just gonna call him, you know, Bob or whatever, right? He said, Stockx is destroying the resale game. They need to get rid of GOAT and Stockx. So now he also has a few replies down there at the bottom. And it basically, someone else said why. And then he actually said, Bob actually said, because everybody is checking Stockx for what a shoe is worth. And it helps them to make a decision whether to buy a new release shoe or not. That's why so many shoes are not selling. Many classic OG colorways and new colorways are not selling unless it's super limited before most people buy. They go to on Stockx, check the resale value and say, fuck it, I'll pass because the resale sucks. Instead of just buying the shoe for casual wear, people want to spend their hard-earned money on something that has value nowadays. This one is kind of negative but kind of truthful. The person right below him, we just gonna call this Jack. Well then, in response to Bob, he said, well then learn how to fucking form your own opinion rather than going off of hype or how limited something is. How about buying shoes on the basis of you liking them, not on the basis of how much they're worth or how many other people like them? Of course it's not good for these fucking 15-year-olds that can't make $10 off shoes or Supreme anymore, all aboard the hype train. Am I right? So, with that, I feel like it depends on what side of the spectrum you on, what side of the fence you're on. Now, if you're on the side of the fence of, you know, where, you know, you buying, this is great. This is great news. You know, this is a buyer's market right now. I mean, you know, shit, you just want the shoe for the best deal possible. Some people, and also the guys in the video have mentioned that, in a way it's like covering up lowballers. You know, like on these old Facebook groups before, you know, before all the craziness happened, the way Facebook cracked down on stuff and like that, you know, they said that you don't just used to have to pay for shipping and that's it, or meet up with the person or whatever. No fees or nothing else extra. You know, before it got violent, people had fake money or fake shoes and stuff trying to sell those off as real. And basically, that's basically it. I'm almost losing my train of thought because I've got two ideas running into one. So let me finish my first one really. So basically, if you in a buyer market, that's great. That's what it was, the low ball market. The low, because it's easier for people to lowball on StockX or GOAT because you can't actually see them. But back in like maybe a year or two ago, maybe almost 2 years, some of these younger guys saying that's the golden age. Basically that was, where you could just, back when it was the Facebook and all that. They say that was much better because you didn't, a lowball person wouldn't be allowed to buy anything or like limited or hype from those certain resellers or whatever in that group. That's what I'm getting from Do Video. And because there ain't no point in having a lowballer around, right? It's like, why would you disrespect somebody like that? And on StockX, to be quite honest with you, when I do check for certain kick prices, as far as offers go, you always see somebody offering like $25 or $60 for a sneaker that's reselling for $250 plus. I mean, you have to be a damn fool to. I mean, maybe that's wishful thinking. You know what I mean? They just putting something out there like just as a joke or something like that. It's like it never fails. It's almost on every hype shoe. Somebody got a $60 or a $25 offer up there to pay somebody for that, as a bid or whatever, right? And of course, when you sell your sneakers, you're allowed to choose what you want to sell it for, either listed as a certain price, or you can choose what somebody already bid at a certain price. So, with that being said, man, as far as being a buyer, it's a buyer market right now. As far as like being a reseller, which a lot of people, to me, are trying to do, it feel like I get the sense it's more resellers than buyers. We still got to remember the sneaker community is still just a pinch of salt. As far as like Nike go, Nike basically cater to those people, some of those people that just buy one or two kicks a year. Remember that, like, the regular non-sneakerhead. These are just regular people that just need kicks for summer, kicks back to school or something like that, and then maybe boots for the winter if they don't have some from a year or two ago. So, us sneaker people in the sneaker community, it just feel like it's a lot more resellers now. It's a lot of people trying to eke out opportunity and stuff, man, and make it, and the bots and all that stuff, man. I mean, you almost get discouraged to even. It's almost hard to actually like a kick because you got to make sure it's not hype. Because if it happened to be hype and you just actually like the kick, you like the colorway and stuff, but and it sells out like in like 2 seconds. It's like, what are you supposed to do about that? Like, that's unfair. I wouldn't be surprised if some people just either gave up as far as copping kicks because number one, they don't want to pay that high ass price, or number two, they just got pissed off and just became a reseller themselves and just started wreaking havoc and revenge on everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Because they had to pay X amount of dollars just to, instead of them paying regular retail, they had to pay all this damn money just to get a sneaker that they actually wanted. Some of them keep going, some of them just do it just for that one sneaker. I felt like that before. I've done it before, and that's it. I think we're only just talking about one kind of sneaker reseller, because you do got different resellers as well. But that's another video I actually got dropping soon. But the particular reseller that you and me know, particularly, that's why everybody always got that negative connotation about it. That is the one that buys all the limited stuff and that buys all the hype stuff. Now again, this is the buyer market, so it's all good for us as long as you buying kicks, because some of them going around retail or a little bit less. And a lot of things I'm starting to see now, jumping on the seller side of things, a lot of these people, it really comes down to how much patience you have and how long can you sit on the sneakers, really, because that's the only way you're gonna really get any value out of it. Then at the same time, you do got people undercut. I think that a lot of that is too, they hate the competition. I mean, if you don't have nothing that's like rare or something from a long time ago, if you got something from like last week, for example, look at like the Prestos, the blue joints The acronym Prestos that just dropped with the blue, hyper pink or whatever. I think those almost, this is going down around like 250 or almost retail damn near or something like that. But when they first came out that first week, they was up as high as almost like 350 or something. But I look at it like this. A lot of people want that quick flip, and they couldn't get that quick flip. So this person cut that person cut that person cut that person. Then it got to a point where the prices dipped so much that the person is basically breaking even. It's almost like, what's the point of even reselling at that point if you ain't gonna get no profit? Not to mention fees, and then not to mention restocks, because that's all it takes is to have a few restocks. You know, that sneaker might as well be put on the shelf for like the rest of the year, because that's all it take. And that's what I mean about us sneaker heads or sneaker guys. It'd been different if like regular people, non-sneaker heads was buying this stuff. You know what I mean? But like a non-sneaker head probably don't know that the acronym Presto dropped. They probably, maybe, you'd be lucky if they even seen a Presto before. Or if they can even remember, because the typical Presto is probably something they seen in Finish Line or Foot Locker. You know, they just probably used to it in that regular lifestyle colorways, olive, green, black, normal colorways, red, and all that stuff. So it takes, number one, it takes a special kind of individual to even go after these kicks, like an acronym Presto or something like that. And I'm happy that, you know, I actually thought about that exactly. That's like the perfect shoe in recent memory that this just happened to. As far as like, okay, the price was up high and then it got cut, and then, you know, because so many people, thirsty people, and that's the main thing. Like, resellers in it for the money, so they usually a little bot to cheat. So then they get mad because they're getting cut. I mean, you know, the way I look at it is, man, that I don't want to say that's karma working for your ass, but I mean, when everybody is selling all on one platform, and it's no diss to StockX and GOAT. If you a buyer, you basking in this shit, man. Like, oh man, keep going. Like, I can't. If I wait any longer, somebody else gonna get so tired of sitting on the kick because they can't afford to sit on the kick that they actually gonna cut the other person so I can actually get it for a deal. So, or I can just put a bozo crazy lowball offer out there, and somebody might be thirsty enough to jump on it because they just afraid that they might not make their money back or whatever. So, or even, you know, just at least try to break even. So, and again, they really shake once a restock happen. You know, a few people let go of a certain Yeezys or whatever because they heard the Zebras was restocking and stuff. I read that in the comments. But chime down below. What do y'all think? Is GOAT and StockX fucking it up for resellers? Excuse me. Is StockX messing up for resellers? Because the buyers is damn sure having a field day. They're having a good day. They copping what they want. And most buyers don't just need the shoe maybe once or twice, man, because it's only just us. You know, we only got 2 feet. And, you know, we already got so many pairs of kicks anyway. So it's like, how many times I'm going to wear it anyway throughout the year? So those other 300 plus pairs, thousands of other pairs that these resellers selling, I don't know, man. If patience is key. We always say patience is key as far as buying go, but patience sound like it's really key as far as sneaker reselling go. I know this kind of went on a little long, but I want to get my points out there. Closing in on the 14-minute mark. Thanks for the 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Finally hit the 1K. I know I'm probably in the dark right now, but I got light coming soon, y'all. My lights do work, but the sun played me. It got behind a dark cloud. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Nail Goodfella Nail. Thanks for the 1,000 subs. Stay tuned. I got more content on the way. Peace.